Welcome back, esteemed viewers. And if you just joined us, you are right on time because the show is about to start. Now, today we'll be discussing various trends, happenings, events on the social media space. What's happening? We'll be bringing to your screen recent happenings, events, trending issues on the social media space. So you stay tuned and enjoy the program. Now, we'll not be doing this discussion or banter alone. We have a guest with us. She goes by the name Divine Nonso Okechukwu. Welcome.
Thank you.
Good evening.
We are ready for Grandmas.
The trendy. So how are you? How is Nigeria treating you?
As well, I'm fine.
Yeah, I just asked for asking sake.
Yeah, I love your gown.
It's the orange color for me.
It's like the Nigeria is doing you well.
Okay.
Yeah, see your face.
Or probably she just checked in and checked out, breeze in, breeze out. Yes. You're not stable in the country, yeah? She's laughing.
Yes, no. See your face.
Because you don't look like what some of us are going through in this country. It's good. But let's face reality. How is the recent fuel price in your area? Like, how are people taking it to your area? What's their reaction so far?
Okay, so the hike and fall, we all know that it affects every sector. Yeah. It affects when the fuel price goes up. It affects the price of food stock.
Definitely.
How much the other day we went to the market and we bought rice. How much it was? Over 80,000 naira.
It's more than a bag now. But it depends on the rice.
Yes, depends on the rice. So when the price of fuel goes up, it affects every sector. So now we're not only talking about the hike in the price of fuel, but now we're also talking about other sectors and how is the normal average Nigerian, how are they surviving? We're not even talking about the people above the rank, below the rank. What of the
just the average,
even the middle class?
As in,
there is no middle class again.
Everyone is affected in one way or the other.
Middle class again. Yesterday they just increased it. Now it's on 1,030 naira.
That's
according to NMPC.
Now you agree with me that
and NMPC
is not uniform.
Is the cheapest in the country.
Okay.
It is, when you want to buy fuel as driver, whatever.
Yes.
That's the cheapest place.
Exactly.
Everybody's always hustling to get NMPC fuel. Now, if NMPC is selling 1,030 naira, I wonder what others are selling.
1, 2, 1, 3, and there is no uniformity in the price. Now, even if another thing is fine, you've increased the price of fuel. How far the availability? Make these products be available.
It seems like
so that we know that we are dealing with just the increments.
It is scarce and it is high.
The hike in transport fare, man. It is well.
It's really well.
It is well.
It is well.
Okay, let's kick off with the first social media trend we have here. It also relates to what we've just finished talking about, which is the increment in fuel price. Now, this is coming from an activist and lawyer, Deji Adeyonju. He is raising concern about Nigerians' attitude following the recent fuel price increase. Now, he said, fuel is now 1,030 naira. That's NNPC. But nobody wants to chase clout by protesting. Everybody waiting for everyone to start protest. Now my question is this: the previous protest that was carried out, how far? Were we able to yield any tangible results?
No result, no low turnout.
Exactly.
The thing is, this, I don't even think people are chasing cloud now or not trying to chase cloud. I think people are just tired. They are just, let us go with the flow. Wherever it takes us, let us just go there.
Nigerians are just trying to adjust.
They are just,
the problem is how much longer can we continue going with the flow?
To endure, yeah?
I'm telling you, if they decide to increase fuel to 2,000 naira, Nigerians will still sit back and they wouldn't do anything about it. And I have problems with it because, the reason a lot of people did not want to engage with the last protest, they were it's like a form of stigma, PTSD from the last the end-time protest. And most Nigerians too, there's this, they have used religion now as their opium. Oh, God will do it. Of course, God will do it. But when you look back at the past year, people protested for things that were not even up to this level. I'm talking of Nigeria, even globally. Let's look at France. Why did they protest in France at that time? It was because of the hike in the price of bread.
Wow.
Now we have fuel price at the price very outrageous, at the price of over 1,000.
You can't even buy a liter for 1,000.
I'm telling you.
It's not 13 around. So.
Yeah.
And that's our highest
The thing
currency.
is, you won't blame people for not wanting to protest, because you mentioned France. Now they have a government that listens. Look, like she said, the PTSD. Imagine a government that can kill the people for protesting. What? That's PTSD for life.
Right.
For life, because that's telling us that even the lowest right as a citizen to complain about what you are putting me through is not allowed.
Freedom of speech, freedom of expression.
Yeah.
So that is part of the basic rights, like right to life, then freedom of speech is right there. But yet you can't say anything. And moreover, at this point now, what do we even want to do?
That's what I'm saying now.
Do you know,
apart from protesting, what's other solution? Because it's obvious that the protesting is not working.
In short,
I mean, the last protest they had, so many properties were destroyed, and I'm asking, I don't understand, is this the result we are looking for, destroying other people's properties? Are they your problem? Why not face the government? You know, you are destroying your fellow Nigerians' properties.
I don't even think destruction of property is like the way to go. Well, either governmental or non-governmental properties, because those governmental properties, you go there to get your problems solved, no matter how slow the process may be. So you destroy these things, you make the process slower.
And it's even the tax you're paying that will be used to rebuild those properties.
So
it's at our own detriment.
You are really affecting us.
Personally, I feel even if we're going to look at protesting, I feel we should do it right. When I say do it right, the whole nation should come together. Like I said before, we are all suffering.
Sure,
everybody. We should eliminate the issue of tribalism. Or this person is Yoruba, this person is Igbo, this guy is from the north. They should come together. They should have an orientation of what protesting really means.
Right.
Because a lot of people, they do not really understand the concept of protesting. So if we do it right, as a nation, come together as a nation, because we are all feeling the
of course.
Because I remember ex-president Goodluck Jonathan's administration, that it was still fuel. I think they wanted to remove the fuel subsidy then, or they increased it or something like that, and people turned out on the road.
Exactly.
And they reduced it.
It was
That's
more
telling you
then.
that it was coordinated. I'm telling you that then it was a government that listened. We need government that listens to the people. So if we don't have the government that listens, what is, like, okay, if there is just someone here standing, you are meant to do something. Okay, I want to tell you that you should do this thing, but you don't have listening ears. There is no point.
And that's why some Nigerians are beginning to take laws into their hands. The economic is really biting hard. The rate of crime these days is now alarming. Like, it happens on a daily basis. You see this fear of God, it's no longer there.
Do you know that I watched a video this morning, and it was like these people are human part merchant.
Wow.
They kill people and sell. And if you hear their voices, like, you know, the act itself is inhumane. You know, it's not something that we should hear, like, nobody should hear about. But the humans themselves doing this, you would not believe this man was talking about killing somebody. It was just, it sounded like he was talking about buying bread.
Like something casual.
It was just like, we kill people and we sell them for 50,000, 25,000, 50,000, 25,000.
Human being. Wow. So
This
are we going to
country-
attribute that now to the economic situation? I mean, so many people are kind of taking this as an advantage.
Exactly.
To
And trust
Exactly.
Nigerians.
Mhm.
Taking advantage is their number one thing.
Yeah, that's not supposed to be so. Rather, we should come together and look for how to resolve this. Still on this fuel price increment. Now, a skit maker, Shank Comics, expresses outrage after spending 75,000 naira to fill his tank.
That's crazy.
How much is the minimum wage again?
70.
And have they implemented it yet?
I think some states have started their implementation. Some states do.
But you should, and some states are still fighting against it.
Tell me how
They can't pay that.
how a civil servant is going to survive with 70,000
with
with this recent fuel
that's
price.
the problem with Nigeria. There's inflation, but it doesn't match the income.
Yeah.
I think, some Nigerians were like, before this approval of this recent minimum wage, some Nigerians were like, if this minimum wage is being approved, it's going to affect other things. Now, should we say the minimum wage is kind of related to this fuel price increment?
The thing is that in Nigeria, one thing you should know is one thing affects the other, affects the other, affects the other. It's all connected.
Unnecessarily.
It's all connected.
Tell me what the connection of fuel price with house rent. No, just tell me.
No, okay, now let me just.
No, rent, because the house you how many decades? 2000 you are increasing the rent. It's because of the increment of fuel price. But what's their relation? That's the question.
They'll tell you that the cement has gone up.
You want to rebuild the house?
Yes, maybe they renovate or something.
This has nothing to do with renovation. That's what I'm telling you, that Nigerians, they always look for an advantage to do whatever they want to do.
That's it. I don't know.
Pumpkin leaf ugu that you plant at your backyard, you will increase the price, telling me it is the it's because of the increment of fuel price.
But that one is understandable. Because they had to
Sometimes
transport.
maybe
No, now we too do.
Yeah,
We too do. This is affecting everybody.
It
So
is,
let's just
it
be
is
calming
affecting
down
everybody.
and look for a way to resolve this. Then, using it to extort one another, I mean, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. People, take us through the next. Please.
Okay. Now, okay, one person, one man, Sanusi Dan Tata.
Okay.
I don't know if he's related to Dan Tata family, but anyways.
Okay.
Okay, he came and he said that Jackpot is not the solution. And
Okay. It's not the solution, okay?
he said that on the 3rd of October.
Okay.
He now came on the 9th of October.
The same month, okay?
That Jackpot is the solution.
Within the space of how many days?
Not even up to a week. He changed his mind. I'm sure it's the fuel price.
With this current economic
mad.
situation,
It is
you have the means
crazy.
of leaving this country.
It is crazy.
But I understand with him,
Okay.
because nobody truly wants to leave their country.
That's true.
Yeah.
So I think at that point when he wrote that, he was the
Okay,
patriotic.
6 days.
Yes, 6 days.
Yeah, he has not been in this country all this while.
Oh my God.
No, now the thing is, even me, if you ask me, if I were to have something like, if I were to hit now,
Okay.
I would want to stay here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm
But-
of that mindset as well.
But currently, as at present,
Okay.
the only thing keeping me back here is the fact that I still have to go back to school.
Okay.
But then, if I didn't have something tying me down, I would want to leave. And that's the story of nearly, let's say, 80% of Nigerian youths.
Yeah, that's true.
Every Nigerian, if you ask them now, what are your plans? I want to japa. I want to japa.
I want to leave.
It's not that they are comfortable with it. It's just
I
they
mean,
are
no.
If the country
but-
is working, nobody will want to
Exactly.
leave.
Yeah.
Take a look at other developed countries, China.
And they don't want to leave. I mean, they do go outside to get exposure and stuff. But the thing is, now with the youth, sometimes it's not because of finances, because you do find youth that are doing well. Sometimes it's because of the constraints.
Yeah.
As a youth, especially with the guys, you are not safe. You just have to look a certain way. You just have to dress a certain way to be apprehended by the wrong people, by the police, or by or some form of executive member of the this thing. And before you know it, they've had to maybe pay some sort of money that they should not pay, or sleep in the cell that they should not even be doing. So sometimes it's not even about the finances, not about the money. It's about you not even feeling free in your country.
The policies.
I mean, some of the policies are there. The thing, one thing you find is that we have the laws that make this country livable, peaceful. But people that are meant to implement them are not implementing. They cause the problem. They are causing the problems as well. And even Nigerians, we ourselves enable the system. It's corrupt, but we enable it. And that is the problem.
That some of us don't even know how to,
you want to break the circle. You don't know the right. You want to break the circle of corruption, but it seems like the more you try to break it, the more it grows.
Exactly.
So it's not sometimes it's not even about the finances. Sometimes it's just that it's not livable. It's just when you hear something.
With this economic situation,
it's about the finances. It's about the finances.
Nobody wants to even give birth to their kids here. A woman that wants to give birth flies outside, so her children would be citizens.
Even when it comes to marriage as well.
I'm telling you.
So many Nigerians over there want to marry there so that they can have, is it citizenship or whatever?
Yeah, citizenship.
If the country is working, then I don't see
nobody will want to go.
So the country has to do, the economy needs to be revamped so that Nigerian youth can stay back and develop the country.
Okay, this one really caught my attention. This because I've heard like some things about it. Said man shares what become of a woman who resigned from her corporate job to open a shop in Lagos market. They say someone close to my wife quit her corporate job and opened a business in one of the popular markets in Lagos. She was selling raw food stuff. She contacted my wife to patronize her and help her tell more people. When my wife told me about it, I jokingly asked if a friend is ready for that journey, because you must have been 100% ready and sure of yourself before renting a shop in the middle of a market in this part of the world. Well, after in and out of the hospital for about 6 months, she's supporting her husband's laundry business now. You know they go church, you know they go mosque, you know Sabi Lalu Ogiri okay. You go to rent shop or marketplace. Oh, why?
There is more to it.
Yes, there is. Okay. Now the thing is, apparently, if you are going to sell stuff in the market, you have to, Nigeria is a religious country.
Of course.
You have to be holding one. Either you hold God, you hold, maybe if you are, for the Christians, you hold your pastor. For the Muslims, you hold your Afa. And for the traditionalists, you hold your Baba.
Okay.
And for the people that do everything together, you hold your pastor, your Afa, your Baba. Hold all of them together.
You must hold something. That's what the man was trying
because
to say.
like I've heard this from a lot of market people that they do like spiritual attack things. Like, if for instance, in the market they group each other, they group themselves. If we're selling rice, this whole place we're all selling rice. If we're selling beans, that whole place they're all selling beans. And in that type of situation, it's competitive.
There, of course.
So people are throwing spiritual harrow everywhere
to attract customers, to get customers.
So even break your neighbor leg
for you to exit that place.
Yes. So like it was just funny to me, because if you are going to do that, like if you are going to quit your job and go to the market, it's something that you should have known. This like caveat emptor, like you should have the knowledge. Because people don't just go to the market like that. You must be strong as the Nigerian that I am. And I know that some people not believe in the spiritual things.
Of course.
But like it is a reality, because not just one, like a lot of people, even people in the marketplace will tell you that you have to be stressed, except if it just, you know, maybe what you're selling is not just so competitive.
Okay.
Yeah.
Even if what you're selling is not so competitive, some people, 1 or 2 persons will still be envious of you.
Yes, but
As it now.
the problem is, even in the corporate environment, they also
There's still
do
competition.
that.
competition,
Yeah.
mad competition.
I know, but you know that competition is, you know, if it's,
It's a little-
physical,
it's a little bit
if
less.
it's physical,
Yeah.
is you can see. I mean, you might not see it coming, but it is. But spiritual attack, in and out of the hospital 6 months. Money that you're trying to put into business, you're taking to the hospital.
Like seriously.
Oh.
And you even she had to quit her corporate job just for that business. Well, so as the man says, you must be religiously ready,
Yes.
not just financially ready, before you can start up a business in Lagos State.
I don't think it's just Lagos. I
Yes.
don't know.
And
not just
the
Lagos.
emphasis was
Yes,
on
in
Lagos State.
yes.
Alright,
Please.
let's
I'm a Lagos, please.
sorry.
It can happen anywhere.
Let's move away from there. Still on the economic issue now. This is coming from a lady who lamented due to the number of stones she found in the beans she selected. The beans I'm picking right now, it's as if they added stones to it as jara. That's the extra, you know, measurement. Because I've never seen so many stones in a few cups of beans in my life. We are talking of the outrageous price of beans. And then after buying these beans, you're seeing huge stones inside.
Yeah.
Now, whose fault is it? Is it from the seller or from where the seller bought these beans? Because the
knows?
stones I'm seeing here are,
They are
kind of huge. They are huge. So whose fault is it? Divine, what's your reaction on this?
It's from the seller, because
Okay.
I don't. The person obviously wanted massive profit, so it is obvious that this person. Okay, this is a
Intentionally
speculation. I'm not
added
sure,
this.
but this person intentionally went to where there are heaps of stones and packed like one mudu of stones
Oh,
and
dear.
added
Added
into the beans, because what?
These stones are massive.
Me, I feel like maybe from the that's the wholesaler, not just the retail seller, maybe from the wholesaler and from the producer as well, maybe, because they do the packaging, but that doesn't mean
You know,
the
with this current economic
you know that
situation,
anybody, yes, anybody is a suspect here. Everybody is a suspect. I will even suspect the person buying it, the consumer.
I'll suspect that.
Dear Lord. Okay. Let's just be careful when we go to the market to purchase any kind of food
Yeah.
stuff. Look through it. I mean, it's not something that is sealed. This is something you are seeing.
Yeah, no,
You
but the
should-
thing is, it can be quite deceptive, because I saw something too. You know this custard bucket of tomato that they sell? There was one video. The person had to come online. She did a video. Like literally, there was nothing inside the custard. You know, just the top.
Yeah.
That's where they started arranging the tomato from. Then
Wow.
they now heaped it like that. So like
From the
down,
under,
there was
nothing.
nothing.
I think they do the same thing to onions, potato.
Hey, scam everywhere.
Yeah.
So now, when you go to the market, are we supposed to offload the basket to make sure that it's
It's
full?
full. So
Man, I mean, some of we Nigerians, we are a problem.
crazy things
Yeah,
that happen.
problem.
It's very outrageous. It's crazy, because they have increased the prices of these things. If they had not increased the prices of these things, we would understand.
So why are you reducing the measurement?
Exactly.
Inflicting more
And
financial pains.
not just all these things we can see, even biscuits. I was telling someone the other day, the biscuits we used to get for, let's say, 20 naira. Now you get them for 150 naira.
And
And now they have dropped the quality.
reduce.
The quantity.
The quantity inside the biscuit, something that was like 10 or 15 before, they
You
have
see
made
like
it 3
2.
or 4. Exactly. But these things, you have increased the price. So why drop the quality and the quantity?
So this is outrageous. It's outrageous. All right, viewers, let's quickly go on a short break. And when we come back, the agenda show will continue. Stay with us. Don't go anywhere.
Welcome back to the Agenda Show. If you're just joining us, just stay tuned. We have more interesting social media trends for you. So the next one, okay, I saw this one, and it's coming from the first lady.
Okay.
Now she is telling Nigerians to pay attention to mental health issues. Please be your brother's keeper for a safer society. It's just part of what we're saying, because the country now is going haywire. Everybody is just doing anything right now to survive. It has become a situation of survival of the fittest.
That's true.
So everybody's just doing like anything to survive, and mental health is just going, like, some people are literally going crazy right now because of how things are going. People are going depressed. In short, just to divert it, Nigerians, I like this country in the sense that although we suffer, we find a way to make ourselves
our
happy.
sense of humor is still top notch.
It's top
We
notch.
don't joke with that.
I don't take the issue lightly. That's the issue of suicide. There was somebody that wanted to commit suicide. He was trying to, jump off a bridge or something, and they held him back.
Okay.
And when they held him back, somebody was just in the comment section just like, "Where are you going to? We are in this together."
So some people say we die here.
We die here together.
I mean, it's very important at this period of time. We should kind of support each other, use kind words. I mean, these days, so people can be, just little things can get someone
everybody is a gunpowder right now. Like everybody, they're just waiting for something to explode. Everybody now is like gunpowder. Everybody, you don't know what will trigger people.
That's true.
You don't know what will trigger people. So in the issue of mental health right now, because the mental health controls everything, controls how you see things, when you are top notch mentally, everything is okay.
Yeah.
But now adding the economy to mental, it is, people are just like going crazy. So let's just try wherever you can help, whatever you can help with, help people, because mental health right now, people are out there going
I mean, still talking about this using kind words, be supportive. I think this actress Funke Akindele, she shared a message rather about using words kindly. Now she said, spread love, be kind. Now she wants to remind us that everyone has a story, and words can make or break someone. So people don't understand the effect of the words that comes out of their mouth. To them, they've spoken it. But then that word or those words has one or two effects on that person. So we should be very careful the kind of words we utter to each other. It can make that person or break that person, demoralize that person in total. And she went further by saying that's why she wants to emphasize the importance of kindness on social media. That's another problem again. Bass blues.
Yeah.
Warriors.
Some people are
Summarize.
Some people are after other people's life on social media unnecessarily.
But
bullying.
Do you know that I understand that people get bullied online, but just I don't take it lightly. Just turn it off.
Okay.
It is not a real place.
Log out.
It is not a real place. I know that people, think about it. I mean, I've gotten 1 or 2 bashes online, and what I do is I bash you back.
Okay.
If you are someone that bashes back, bash back. I'm just saying, you don't have to bash back. We're all trying to be peaceful rather. I'm just saying that's my own way, or I ignore. You just ignore that person, because some people are really, really filled with hate. They're just there to spoil people's mood.
And most times it reflects on how they see themselves.
Right. Okay.
Most people that always speak bad of people online, they don't even like themselves. So when we see it like that, this person is probably going through one or two. You would learn to disregard, this person is crazy, so I'm not going to be crazy like you too. So you just learn to disregard those things.
So the solution is just to disregard or ignore.
You
Right?
bash, you
If you
meet
can.
me on a penny half day, I give it back to you.
You can't be violent when the other person is also violent.
You meet me on one day, my eyes are red, I will give it back to you.
Oh my goodness. So let's just be careful with the words we utter. Let's speak kind words. Let's try as much as we can to support one another. Because I mean, our mental health is it's something else.
Yes.
With the way this country is going, and we should also try to check up on each other once in a while. It can be through calls, through text messages, or visitation. Anyway, just try to check up on each other. I mean, it will help our mental health. Like some of us.
And speaking on mental health, you know that it's not even emphasized enough in Nigeria.
Yes,
What I mean is, you'd see a lot of people say, like, they pay mind to someone saying, I have malaria or I have stomach ache.
Okay.
But a person that, let's say I go to my mom, for instance. This is, I'm giving an example, and then I tell her that I'm sick. And then she's like, what's going on with you? And I tell her, I'm depressed. They don't take it serious the way they would take malaria, or they would say, pray about it.
Or
you will get
because you hear a lot of people say it's not an African thing.
Exactly.
It's not an African thing. Because as an African, why are you depressed?
Why are you depressed? Exactly.
Or probably, unless if your parents are medical
is
doctors, it's the kind of people that can give you the exact
they
solution.
say it's a white man's problem.
Yes.
And I mean, to an extent, it is affecting this generation.
Of course
but
it is.
now because the generation, the Gen Z generation now they are getting woke to it. Not a lot of like they will say, but it is an issue. It is mental health.
Exactly.
Now people are getting more aware, but it is still we still don't shed enough light to it, because we believe if something happens, push on. Just keep on pushing on. Just keep on pushing on. But it gets to a point where the push does not want to push anymore.
It has limits. So more emphasis should be placed on this mental health, probably area orientation or creating awareness so that people can take the mental health very seriously. It's very, very serious.
So one I have here is, okay, now apparently, did you know that NDLEA, if for visa clearance, for a married woman, she's required, or any married woman would be required to bring her husband's approval before you can be granted. Okay, let me just go straight into this. Okay, somebody online
policy or what?
Yeah, somebody online said, Big Chief Wendy said NDLEA's visa clearance requires that a married woman should bring a letter of approval to travel from her husband along with his passport photograph. There is no such rule for men. This is such disgusting government-sponsored misogyny. Are married women children? When some younger Nigerian women reject marriage and say it's because they don't want their identity to be subsumed under that of a man's, people accuse them of saying rubbish. But look at this foolishness entrenched by governmental institutions. Now, NDLEA came out and came to respond. They said the entire procedure for visa clearance issued by NDLEA as required by some countries is currently undergoing review, and the requirement for a married woman to present a letter of approval from her husband to travel is one of the items that the agency has since jettisoned as a non-mandatory item on the list. The inclusion of that item arose following some ugly development in some source countries. Members of the public are assured that the item has been deleted from the list of requirements in the ongoing review exercise, which will be made public in the coming days. Now, that was the Director of Media and Advocacy for NDLEA that released that public notice. So I just want to say, like, how was this even like an issue? Like, how?
Well,
it should not even be like
if I'm supposed to get the approval of my husband before I can get visa clearance and also his photograph, my husband should also get mine.
Exactly.
But there's no such rule for men. Okay, men are right-thinking members of the society, and women or married women are not.
And this is where inequality sets in.
Exactly.
Thank God it has been deleted. Thank God it has been deleted.
Oh, okay. It's not.
The public notice that they've deleted it now. Like it's not. No, it's not mandatory.
Perfect, because it won't work.
That should not even.
It won't work. So let's move on to the next. This is coming from a lady. So, lady reveals why she feels she needs a man. She said, "I got a lot of bills to pay. God, I need a man." What stops you from hustling? What stops you from working hard to offset these bills you have? Why depend on the man? Must a man... Let me not look as if I'm defending the men, but I'm just being realistic here. Okay? You need a man, fine, but it shouldn't be for the sole purpose of offsetting your bills.
Exactly.
For goodness sake, we have the emotional support, we have other things that a man can do for you, but not you emphasizing that the main purpose of you having a man in your life is to offset your bills.
But
can't you work?
That's the narrative that is being pushed.
A general notion.
Like it's like you hear a lot of females saying that nowadays. I mean, the general notion that is being pushed online anyways, because online, you see females, oh, my man, if my man doesn't have this, if a man doesn't have this, they shouldn't approach me. Or like things like, different requirements. And I don't know, it's now becoming a reality, a norm. I mean, also for yourself. Also for yourself.
It's wrong.
Also for
you shouldn't
yourself.
depend on the man. Okay, what if on the long run something happens to that man? What will you do? You have to survive.
Exactly.
So why not start now? Hustle for your own money. I mean, the respect, the dignity will be there. Not solely depending on a man. You need a man just to... It sounds awkward in my ear. Please, hustle, work hard. Don't depend on a man. It's wrong.
Work for yourself. And still in that line, that this is coming from SP Joseph Ade, that's the PPRO for the police PRO for FCT. She said that she received a call from an unknown woman who said she wanted to end it all. After listening to her, she invited her to her office, and she feels that she is compelled to advise women that being in a relationship should not define your happiness or self-worth. Stop seeking happiness from other people, because true fulfillment comes from within.
Within, of course.
Learn to nurture your own joy, confidence, and self-worth, and in this case, your finances.
Very important.
Only when you are content with yourself can you build healthier and more meaningful relationship with others. Any therapist or relationship experts willing to help with matters like this should, reach out to her, of course. But that's just in line with what we were just saying now. It seems that everything is being fulfilled by another person,
which is very, very
it is wrong.
Very wrong.
Divine, what's your reaction on this?
Personally, I feel there should be a reorientation for our young women, women growing up, because almost nearly just like this girl, nearly every girl now, they would say they need a man for the wrong reason to pay their bills. But the question is, how did these men they are hoping to be with, how did these men make their
own
money?
Okay.
They can do better. They can make that same amount of money and even more. Even more. I even in social media, I saw a lady, she was praying that God blesses her boyfriend so that he would get her the latest iPhone. You can imagine.
What stops God from
What
blessing
stops
you?
Exactly. God from blessing her to get herself a phone. I mean, I don't know. There should really, I don't know how it's going to happen. But then women should know their worth, because at the end of the day, remember when 2K girl, that 2K girl was trending because apparently a girl messages a boy and demands for 2K. I mean, there should be a limit.
No, Gen 2K.
urgent 2K, exactly, urgent 2K. And because of that, there was this stereotype. Every Nigerian woman, she had turned to urgent 2K. And it's because of Nigerian women. They are the ones causing this. They are bringing this upon themselves. We should know that as a woman, there are a lot of things we can engage in, and we can even do it better than these men. Stop tying up. Obviously, our parents have told us that if they have made us see marriage as
a way out,
so now you're done with school, you're done serving.
That's
the next thing exactly. So
that's the peak.
Women should understand that even before getting married or before getting into a relationship, we should
fulfill yourself.
Exactly, be fulfilled, learn to be independent, because at the end of the day, when you get married to a man that you don't have your own income,
of course,
and
you're not bringing anything to the table.
You're not bringing anything to the table. This month you're asking him, I need to do my nails. I need money for my lashes. There are things obviously you should ask your husband for things, but I believe that
but not all the time.
Not all the time, because men, they would say, who were you before I married you?
No, but the thing is, I mean, I'm of this mindset, but just to defend the women out there that want men to fund their lifestyle. If you are like that, better you get a man that is like that. You know, a man that would not complain that he is funding your lifestyle.
But trust me, this thing has limits. A time will come.
For some men, they want their partners to depend on them totally. So that, you know, and if you are shining out there, the woman is shining, they say, oh, it's my money.
They
say, oh, it's my money. Huh? It's my money. So if you are like that, you find a man that is like that. So I guess everybody would be. If you find someone like that for yourself, there is no problem. But don't come and make it societal problem, please. Course. Get your finances yourself for self-fulfillment, most especially, because before you are joined with someone, you are yourself. You should know what you like, what you don't like, you know, before you now make yourself into, you know, a relationship,
so that
a marriage.
Even when that person leave, you will still remain yourself.
Even while you are in the relationship, you have yourself, you have what you are and what your partner is. So this is just common sense. It's not something that it should be what you know. You fulfill yourself first before any other thing. Like my mom would say, she would say, your destiny is in your hands. Before you are useful to any other person, you are useful to yourself.
That's right.
So that's just it. Be useful to yourself first, and then before we talk about others.
Okay, for the sake of our time, let's take this. This is coming from singer Ayera Star. Now, she said, telling people they look tired is not cute.
Thank you.
You support it. Okay, tell me.
Create way to tell someone that, okay, you look worn out, you look, because someone need to tell you. I mean, it shows that I care. So if telling you you look tired is not cute, it's not nice, please give us the appropriate way.
And you know what I want to say? For her to pick offense, that means she knew already. So please don't be telling me what I know. Telling me what I know.
No, hold on. She said thank you. So tell us.
Give us your own.
I feel her problem is not just you're telling me I look tired. And so what? Oh, you're telling me I look tired. Are you preferring solution to my tiredness? Are you going to reduce my stress? Oh, you look tired. Well, imagine I come to you and I'm like, you look tired.
Okay.
And then you're looking at me and I'm looking at you. I'm not giving you any solution. I'm not giving you anything.
Okay, I get
I'm not even giving you a bottle of water. You look tired.
You're saying something else.
Exactly. It's not cute tired. Because I just come to you and I'm like, you look tired though. What does that mean? It feels like you're
I said, okay, Bukola, you look tired. Do you want some water?
Exactly.
Should I get you a cold
date?
Anyway,
the thing is, I do relate to what she's saying, because if someone should tell me that you look tired, one mind is like, oh, I probably know, and another mind is, I beg, Who are you?
So I think from my own point of view, you telling someone that they look tired, you should accompany them with a solution, not just telling the person you look tired and that's it. You look tired, so how do I ease, your stress? Do you need water? Just prefer a solution, not just telling the person you look tired, you look stressed. Okay, I would say I'm a victim of that. But, we learn every day, so I learned that, okay, it's not cute to tell someone you look tired without preferring solution to that person's tiredness. It shows that, of course, you really care. Okay, so take us to the last one. Against us.
So this one, the person was like, normalize leaving jobs that make you unhappy. Someone now replied by saying, if you live without a plan, you see the real unhappiness.
Okay. That's because resigning without a plan. I mean, before you leave your current job, you should have had a plan B or a plan C, not just you resigning or staying at home, looking up to heaven for what, for manna to drop down.
A lot of people do that. They feel the job is not fulfilling you. I mean, do get something in place before you're sure that you want to leave.
That's it.
I mean, yes, of course, leave a job that doesn't fulfill you when you have something set up, because just leaving that without any other plan, you're going to constitute nuisance to yourself, to the society, and we don't want your nuisance.
You've had enough already. Do you mind what's your reaction on this before we sign out?
Just like what she said, you need to have a plan before you leave your working place, because you obviously have family to take care of. So these are things you should consider before. It's not just about what makes you happy. Look at Nigerians' economy, for instance. It's not all about what makes you happy, but of course, what makes you happy matters. Yes, I'm not ignoring that fact. But it's not, we are adults, so it's not all about what makes you happy. You should consider having a plan before. Exactly.
Reality should always play because you cannot just working with passion. I mean, passion works, but reality too is reality.
I mean, your mental health is very, very important. So if the work is stressing you, it's affecting your mental health, get something else. Do it. Could be a business, might not even be another job. But before you quit, make sure you have something else to do, so that, because even when you quit and you have nothing to do, it will add to your depression, because you will be broke and you have to depend on one or two people. That's a liability, and we don't want that. All right, thank you so much, Divine. It was nice having you on the show.
Thank you.
Viewers, this is where we draw the curtain on today's Engendered Show. I hope you had a swell time. Till we come your way again, I am Confidence Ruben.
And I am Bukola Ogungbeje. And make sure going into the weekend, you call somebody, you check up on them, and you make sure that they are okay. And if you yourself are not feeling okay, make sure that you tell somebody that you are not feeling okay. So till we'll meet next time, have a good time, and we'll see you.
Bye.